A very blessed week, children. Today I'll be introducing a new term, budget. Have you come across this word? You would have heard about this. Your parents might have spoken about this term very often at home, and maybe in the news also you would have heard this word, budget. Let us learn in detail more about this budget. The word budget is derived from the French word baguette, literally meaning a leather bag. So the word budget has its origin from the French word baguette, which refers to a small leather bag. The bag contained the papers setting out the nation's revenue, expenditure, and taxes. These papers were removed from the baguette and presented in the parliament. So this term budget is derived from the French word. In those days, maybe the finance minister carried all the documents in this leather bag, which was called as baguette. And the word budget is derived from this French word baguette. So what is a budget? The budget is an annual financial statement which shows the estimated income and expenditure of the government for the forthcoming year. So budget is prepared well in advance. Only when you budget the amount of money you spend, you are always in a much better position financially. So when an individual knows the importance of budgeting, why not the nation? So the nation also has to give this budget every year. So in simple terms, budget is an estimate of income and expenditure for a definite duration. In economics, budget is a systematic list of revenue and expenditure or a plan for the income and expenditure of the government. So why does the government work out a budget every year? Why should the government work out? The foremost reason is the government has to do a lot of welfare programs for the people. So it needs a lot of money. So the government estimates the expected expenditure for developmental works in different sectors of the economy. We have the agricultural sector, the industrial sector, and the tertiary sector. So the government has to decide about the expenditure for all the developmental works. It can be even for education, for transport, for communication. So first, the government estimates the expected expenditure. Secondly, to meet all these expenditure for the financial year, the government tries to work out the sources of revenue, how to get the revenue, whether it is a tax revenue or a non-tax revenue, how much tax must be collected, what are the subsidies, whether to give subsidies or to remove the subsidies. So the government has to plan all these well in advance. So budget is prepared well in advance for the forthcoming financial year. So financial year starts from April 1st to March 31st of the next year. So a financial year is a period of 12 months. It starts on 1st April and it goes till March 31st of the next year. So that is a financial year. We have the academic year from June this year to May next year. That is called as academic year. Calendar year means from January to December. That is the calendar year. Likewise, financial year starts from April 1st to 31st March of the next year. So what is the definition given for budget? It is a document containing a preliminary approved plan of public revenue and expenditure. So it is a document where you give everything about the revenue and expenditure of the government. This is the definition given by Rennie Stone. So first I'll explain in general what is a budget, then the definition for budget. Now let us see the types of budget. The types of budget. What are the different types of budget? You have the union budget as well as the state budget. India is a federal economy. So hence, public budget is divided into two layers of the government. So according to the Indian Constitution, the central government has to submit the annual financial statement, which is called as the union budget, in the parliament. So the central government has to get the approval of the parliament. It is presented every year on 1st of February. Before 2017, there was slightly a change in the presentation of the dates in which the budgets were presented. But after 2017, the government has started presenting the budget in the parliament on 1st February. Likewise, the state government also has to submit the budget for the state in the legislative assembly. So I want to repeat this again. So you have initially two types of budget. Because India is a federal economy, you have the union budget and the state budget. The union budget is presented by the finance minister, the central finance minister, and he has to present the budget in the parliament on 1st February of every year. Whereas the state government has to give the state budget. Okay. This is according to the convenience. The state opts for their own presentation formats and the dates. The state budget is presented by the finance minister of the state. The union budget can be classified into two parts, the revenue and capital budget. So first சொன்னது union budget ன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு, state budget ன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு. Union budget is given by the finance minister of central finance minister. State budget on the state finance minister will present the state budget. Union budget எடுத்துக்கிட்டா அது ரெண்டா பிரிக்கலாம். One is called as the revenue budget and the other one is called as the capital budget. So the revenue budget consists of revenue receipts and revenue expenditure. Revenue budgetல என்ன இருக்கும்? Revenue expenditure and revenue receipts. Revenue expenditure and revenue receipts. So revenue expenditure na enadhu? It refers to the regular expenses incurred from the daily function of the government as well as the range of services offered to the public. So the expenditure made by the government and the regular expenses incurred from the daily function of the government is seen in the revenue expenditure. Revenue receipts has two parts. One is called as tax revenue and the other one is called as the non-tax revenue. This is about the revenue budget. Next we have the capital budget. Capital budget. It consists of capital receipts and capital expenditure. So in this case, the main source of capital receipts are loans, advances, etc. On the other side, capital expenditure can be categorized into planned capital expenditure and non-planned capital expenditure. So some expenditures are planned well in advance. Some are spent when there is a need. So this is about the revenue budget and the capital budget. Next we have the supplementary budget. Supplementary budget. So what is a supplementary budget? During the time of war, emergencies, natural calamities like tsunami, flood, etc., the expenditures allotted in the budget provisions are not always enough. So budget ன்னு சொல்றது ahead நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிடுறோம், ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிடுறோம். இந்த இயர்க்குரிய பட்ஜெட்டை வந்து என்ன பண்ணிடுறோம், மார்ச்லேயே நம்ம ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிடுறோம். இப்போ சடனாக அந்த இயரில் ஒரு ஃப்ளட்டோ ஒரு சுனாமியோ வந்ததுன்னா பட்ஜெட்டில் அதுக்கு அலோகேட் பண்ணியிருக்க மாட்டோம். ஸோ அண்டர் தீஸ் சர்க்கம்ஸ்டன்சஸ் when the amount is not allocated, a supplementary budget can be presented by the government to tackle these unforeseen events. So this is about supplementary budget. இப்போ எக்ஸாம் கூட உங்களுக்கு வைக்கிறாங்க, 12th standard 11th standard board exam. It is during the month of April. Sometimes few children, they cannot appear for the exam or they get very low marks, so they get a chance to write the exam again in September. It is called as the supplementary exam. Likewise, in the budget also we have a supplementary budget. This supplementary budget can be presented by the government to tackle unforeseen events. Next we have the vote on budget. Vote on budget. In an election year, the outgoing government does not change any of the taxes or it does not announce any new schemes. And these are left at the disposal of the new government. Only the new government which takes over has to decide about the taxes. In order to manage its expenditure for the interim period till the new government takes over and announces the budget, the outgoing government presents what is called as the vote on account budget to get the parliament's approval for the expenditure to be incurred for the next few months. So this is called as vote on budget. It is also called as the lame duck budget. சொன்னது வழங்கிச்சா? நான் சொன்னது உங்களுக்கு. இப்போ ஒரு எலெக்ஷன் வருது, ஒரு கவர்மெண்ட் இருந்துட்டு இருக்கு, ஆனால் எலெக்ஷன் இன்னும் ஒரு 3-4 monthsல வரப்போகுது. அப்போ பட்ஜெட் இஸ் யூஸ்வலி presented well in advance for 1 year. But this government is going to be there only for 4 months. After that, we will have the election and maybe a new government will come. அப்போ இந்த 4 monthsக்கு மட்டும் ஒரு பட்ஜெட்டை ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஏன்னா அந்த 4 monthsக்கு உள்ள எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சரை என்னென்ன எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் வருதோ அதை இது பண்ணுறதுக்காக. அப்புறம் புது கவர்மெண்ட் வந்துச்சுன்னா they will present a new budget. அப்போ இந்த இன்டரம் பீரியட்க்கு கொடுக்குற பட்ஜெட்க்கு பேர் தான் என்னது? lame duck budget or vote on budget. Very interesting, is it not? You're learning a lot about budget. So far you would have heard only that word budget, but now you're coming to know the types of budget, how the budget is presented, who presents the budget, when, then what is a financial year, all that extra information you have learned today. Next is zero-based budget. Zero-based budget. What is a zero-based budget? The government of India presented the zero-based budgeting for the first time in the year 87-88. It involves fresh evaluation of expenditure in the government budget, assuming it as a new item. In zero-based budgeting, neither expenses incurred during the previous financial year nor the expenditure of the last financial year is considered or it is used for the coming year's budget. அதாவது என்னன்னா, போன வருஷம் எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சரோ போன வருஷம் என்னென்ன பண்ணாங்களோ அதை எதையுமே பார்க்காம ஜீரோ பேஸ்ல திருப்பியும் ஃப்ரெஷ்ஷாக ஒரு பட்ஜெட்டை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறது தான் இது ஜீரோ பேஸ்ட் பட்ஜெட். Generally when they prepare the budget, they will refer the previous year's expenditure, previous year revenue. Based on that only they will present the budget. But zero-based budgeting is entirely new. They do not consider the previous year's expenditure or revenue. They start everything from zero base, from scratch they start. So it is called as zero-based budget. Sixth one is performance budget. Performance பேர்லயே இருக்கு இல்ல, ஏதோ நம்மளுடைய பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு அப்புறம் ஒரு பட்ஜெட். What is performance budget? When the outcome of an activity is taken as the base of any budget, such budget is known as performance budget. ஸோ ஒரு பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ், ஒரு பிளான் பண்ணி அதை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், அது நல்லா இருக்குது. ஸோ அதை பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸை பார்த்துட்டு நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், நிறைய ஃபண்ட்ஸை நெக்ஸ்ட் இயர்க்கு அலோகேட் பண்ணி அதே வேலையை தொடர்ந்து செய்கிறோம். So this is only called as performance budget. For the first time in the world, the performance budget was made in USA. USA தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் என்ன பண்ணாங்களா இந்த பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் பட்ஜெட்டை யூஸ் பண்ணாங்க. இன் இந்தியா பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் பட்ஜெட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ நோன் அஸ் அவுட்கம் பட்ஜெட். பேஸ்ட் ஆன் தி அவுட்கம் they allocate money for that particular cause. So it is called as outcome budget. So these are the types of budget: revenue budget, capital budget, supplementary budget, vote on budget, zero based budget, performance budget. Lastly, we have the balanced budget and the unbalanced budget. So when you talk about budget, we talk about the revenue and expenditure. So if the revenue is equal to the expenditure, then it is called as balanced budget. இப்போ சின்ன வயசுல சீசோ ஆடி இருப்பீங்கல்ல, சீசோனா என்னது, ஒருத்தர் இந்த சைடு ஒருத்தர் அந்த சைடு. பேலன்ஸ்டுனா என்ன அர்த்தம், ரெண்டு பேர் வெயிட்டும் சேமா இருந்ததுன்னா the seesaw will be in a horizontal position. ஒருத்தர் வெயிட்னா என்ன ஆகும், மேலே தூக்கும், அடுத்தவங்க கீழே கிரவுண்டோட கிரவுண்டா இருப்பாங்க. So that is unbalanced. So likewise, balanced, unbalanced na artham, if the revenue is equal to expenditure, then it is called as balanced. If the revenue is greater than expenditure, or the revenue is lesser than expenditure, then it is called as the unbalanced budget. So balanced budget is a situation in which estimated revenue of the government during the year is equal to its anticipated expenditure. So this is very, very important, quite often asked question: balanced budget versus unbalanced budget. So what is a balanced budget? Balanced budget is a situation in which estimated revenue of the government during the year is equal to the anticipated expenditure. So this is the balanced budget. Expense is equal to revenue. ரெண்டு ஈக்குவலா இருக்கு, எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சரும் ரெவென்யூவும் ஈக்குவலா இருந்தா it is called as balanced budget. Government's estimated revenue is equal to government's proposed expenditure, then it is called a balanced budget. What is an unbalanced budget? If the revenue is not equal to government's proposed expenditure, then it is called as unbalanced budget. So the budget in which revenue and expenditure are not equal to each other is known as unbalanced budget. So unbalanced budget, you have two types. The first one is surplus budget and next one is deficit budget. So unbalanced budget ரெண்டா பிரிக்கிறோம். Budget, balanced budget, unbalanced budget சொன்னேன். Then I explained what is balanced budget. Then I said what is the meaning for unbalanced budget. Unbalanced budget வந்து ரெண்டு டைப்ஸ் இருக்கு. One is called as deficit, the other one is surplus. What do you mean by deficit? If the expenses are more than the revenue, then it is called as deficit. பற்றாக்குறை, எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் ஜாஸ்தி ஆயிடுச்சு, 10 கோடி செலவு பண்ணிட்டோம், ஆனால் ரெவென்யூ 8 கோடி தான் இருக்கு, 8 crores தான் இருக்கு. That means it is a deficit budget. What is surplus? The revenue is more, okay, but the expense is less, then it is called as surplus. மீதி மிச்சம் இருக்கு, 10 கோடி ரெவென்யூ வந்தது, ஆனால் 8 கோடி தான் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம், 2 crores we have balance. So this is called as surplus budget. The budget is a surplus budget when the estimated revenues of the year are greater than the anticipated expenditure. Deficit budget is one where the estimated government expenditure is more than the expected revenue. So these are the types of budget.